Welcome back, guys. Today we're gonna talk about Bitcoin transaction fees being so high and why is so. Because if you take a look at this chart and we go back to 2013, we can see in top left corner that transaction fee was only a little bit above 1 cent. And if we go to the last 2 months of the Bitcoin transaction fees, we can see the transaction fees skyrocketed to about $20 per fee. And that insane spike started in April of this year when the transaction fee was only about $1, but remember that that is 100 times more than in 2013. And it continued to rise until $20 that you have to pay today to get your transaction done. But it doesn't matter if your transaction is only 1 Bitcoin or 200 Bitcoins or a million Bitcoins, you still have to pay $20. And now let's take a look at number of transactions that are currently happening. If we go to the blockchain.info, we can see that there are currently 22 transactions per second and that there are 108,000 unconfirmed transactions. So why is that happening? Is Bitcoin being adopted like crazy and that is causing the clog on the network, or something else is currently happening? So my theory is that those are all just fake transactions, because if you take a look at 22 transactions per second, that was never happening before in the history of Bitcoin. And I believe that big players that are currently in the crypto market are all just making those fake transactions to clog the network. I believe that this is all just part of their plan to make Bitcoin Cash the #1 cryptocurrency in the world, to overtake Bitcoin. And I really believe that because there are 108,000 unconfirmed transactions, and that is not a lot of money for them. If they have to pay $20 per transaction, that is only $2 million for them. And paying only $2 million to clog the whole network and make people lose faith in Bitcoin is nothing to them. Because if you take a look at Bitcoin price in the last few days, right here on the coin market cap, price went down to only $5,500 at one point. And at that same point, when Bitcoin price went down to $5,500, Bitcoin Cash skyrocketed to $2,400 and has overtaken Ethereum as the #2 cryptocurrency in the world. And if you take a look at the time when this crash was happening, it was about 6:30 a.m. on November the 12th, the same time when Bitcoin Cash continued to rise and rise to $2,400. Just take a look at this spike right here. It is almost the same time to the minute as when Bitcoin crashed. So I believe that this is all just part of their plan, crashing the Bitcoin so their Bitcoin Cash stocks could go up and up in value. They probably bought millions, or maybe not millions, but hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin Cash coins, and they just wanted to pump and dump them. And this is the exact same thing that happened when the price went up to $2,400, and that is 4 times more than it was just a few days ago, and they just sold all their stash and price went down significantly to only $1,500. And it is continuing to crash from day and day on, and now current price is only $1,044. And that price will continue to drop to about $600. What was the price of the Bitcoin Cash before this spike in value? And that price spike in value of Bitcoin Cash is not a good thing for a long term, because some new people that came to the cryptocurrency market and they bought Bitcoin Cash at maybe $1,500 or $2,000, and they lost half of their money in one day. And this will just make people lose faith in Bitcoin Cash and make Bitcoin position even stronger as #1 cryptocurrency in the world. So we don't have to be scared at all that Bitcoin Cash might overtake Bitcoin, because that's not gonna happen, because Bitcoin still has its name and it has history that Bitcoin Cash doesn't have. Sure, Bitcoin Cash is maybe faster, it can do more transactions per second, but it lacks the name Bitcoin. And as long as Bitcoin Cash is called Bitcoin Cash, not just the original Bitcoin or just Bitcoin, it won't overtake the original Bitcoin. Bitcoin has started growing again today, and current price is $6,600, and it went up $1,000 from yesterday's crash. So there is nothing really to worry about, and just continue to buy Bitcoin and forget about Bitcoin Cash, because it's most likely not going anywhere, and it's just big players' way of pumping and dumping billions and billions of dollars. So thank you for watching, and let me know if you have any Bitcoin Cash or if you just stayed along with the Bitcoin. So see you soon.